Alright, hey guys, so another Aderonn Airsoft review. This is the video review of the KWA Mark IV NS2 system personal training pistol. It is a gas blowback pistol made by KWA, and it is very nice. To start off, I will say you can get this at places like AirsoftGI, Evike, and most other airsoft retailers for about $165, which is a good deal for a KWA NS2 pistol. KWA's NS2 pistol is more efficient with the gas than the old versions, and they perform generally better. They're also a lot smoother and more reliable. So you can get this at most airsoft online retailers for $165. So here's the box when you buy it. This is what you'll get. Open it up. It's a very nice box, but obviously you didn't buy it for the box. Open it up. Obviously there will be a gun in here, but for video purposes. First you open it, you have the manual. This is the general manual for the Mark series. There are four. In this video I have the Mark IV, but there are Mark 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they all have slight variations, but for the most part they look like that. They're all based on a 1911 design with some different modifications, whether it be a different style trigger, a different style hammer, rails on the bottom, different sights, stuff like that. So basic manual, nothing special, just a general overview. Here you have your warranty card, pretty basic, just sort of goes over KWA's 45-day warranty. Another card you will have in here is the actual card you submit itself. Basically you just fill it out, put a stamp on it, tape it closed, and put it in the mail, and it goes to KWA. It's already pre-addressed and all that. It goes to them, and that starts your 45-day warranty in case you were to have any issues. Then in your box, obviously your gun will be right there. On the gun will be this little tag, I guess, saying that it is genuine KWA product. Down here you will have your magazine in here, and then you'll have this nice sticker. KWA sticker, you can put it, I guess, on another KWA gun or on your pouches or something. I don't know, wherever you want to put this. It's a nice sticker. Here is a nice bottle of lube. KWA put this in generally all their gas pistols. The only problem I have with these is they tend to leak a little bit, and I don't know if you can see inside, but there's some lube that leaked out, and I don't normally use these, but it's the thought that counts. Here you have a bag of tools. You have your hop-up adjustment tool, which is the big tool, and then I don't know if you can see, but inside there's a really tiny Allen key, or Allen wrench, whatever it's called. It's really tiny. Hopefully I can get it in frame. If not, I won't spend too much time. Oh well. But you get the gist of it. It's for adjusting your sights. Just be careful with it because you'll probably break it. And here's some BBs. Normally you can throw these BBs out, but since it's KWA, if you really need to use them, go ahead. I don't recommend using BBs that come with guns, but it's KWA. So here's the gun. I purchased an extra mag with it. Let me zoom in for you guys. I highly recommend purchasing an extra mag. I got it for, I think, $40. So that was a good deal. If you can find them, though, they are very hard to find online. Most places are out of these extra magazines. So I actually had to go all over the internet and stuff, and I will put a link below to where you can actually find the extra magazine, because it's nice to have too. So we'll start with the gun. To start off, I'll say that it shoots around 330 to 350 feet per second. I have chronoed that, and I'm pretty sure that was correct. That's AirsoftGI's estimate though, and what they tested it at. So I will be putting up a chrono video in the near future. So look forward to that. The gun is all metal except for the grips, some internal parts like the outer barrel and the chamber. Like in the chamber you can see the outer barrel right there. And actually I think that's it. Also like the gas feeding nozzle, or the valve, I guess, the lip, I don't know what it's called. But that's not metal. Just the general parts that need to be metal, or that should be metal, are metal. The parts that can't be metal are a plastic. So, I mean, it's very nice construction. It has a nice metal sound to it. Full metal slide. You can take off these grips. One thing that is different with most of the Mark series is the grips are different between each one. But they are full-sized, real 1911 grips. So if you want to get, real steel grips, you can. So construction, like I said, is great. Very little wobble. I mean, apart from the outer barrel, which has to move a little bit, has to have a little bit of give to move with the slide. Besides that, if you hold that still, there's no wobble. Guide rod, there's very little wobble in that, but as I said before, it has to have a little bit of give. I'll go over some cool parts about the Mark IV. It has this skeletonized trigger with 3 holes in it. That is very nice, as well as this sort of oval hammer. Very nice. Another big deal about the difference between the Mark series is whether it has a rail on the bottom or not. This one does, which is a plus for me in case I want to put a laser or something. Another big deal is whether it has the guide rod or not. I think the Mark II is the one that doesn't have it. The Mark I, I'm not sure if it does, but you know, I didn't really mind having it. I thought it looked kind of cool, just gave it more of that 1911 feel, so I went with that. The sights, the back two are always, they come with the dot on them. As for the front one, I put that dot on myself. Helps me aim, and I just think it's nicer. The front of the grip and the back of the grip have this nice texture on it. Gives you a better grip. So, as for design and construction, it's a very solid gun. Lots of metal pieces, several plastic pieces for comfort and lightweight. And then the differences in just the overall look and operation between the Mark IV and the other Marks series. As for moving parts and how to work the gun, it comes with 2 safeties, the basic 2 safeties that are on all 1911s. You have your basic thumb safety right here. It is ambidextrous, so you can see on the other side it moves, which is nice for lefties. It also has the sort of grip safety, so you can see that you can't shoot the gun if your hand's not on there, so no problems there. It's very nice. This gun does have a half cock, so you can pull it slightly, and you can't. Oh, my bad. Here's full cock. Pull it all the way back, and then here's half. So, it's a nice feature. Mag release is right here, as with all 1911s. It's not ambidextrous, which I guess it would kind of get in the way if it was. So I guess for lefties, you can always just hit it with your trigger finger. The gun does break down. It just feels stripped like a real 1911. Basically just take the mag out, take the safety off, and then you can just pull that pin out and then slide your slide and lower receiver apart. Really simple, easy to do. As you can see in there, the recoil spring, pretty hefty spring, gives you nice recoil. Right here, this is a big issue with some other 1911 barrels, and how it kind of moves within the slide. Some have a small plastic piece that can break, whereas the 1911 made by KWA, all NS2 1911s, have this hefty piece of metal that holds it together. It just, in general, gives it a more reliable mechanism, and yeah, it won't break as easy. As you can see in here, this is a plastic outer barrel, like I said before. It might be a bit of a con. You know, I would like a metal barrel, but KWA does now sell metal barrels. I have heard that the reason for the plastic barrel was the 1911 it isn't really affected by having a metal barrel, but the real problem was with the M9 series, which they required a plastic barrel. So KWA went ahead and put plastic barrels on all of their PTP series. So if you really want a metal barrel, you can always purchase a different one, and it sits a little bit more flush with the slide, which is a nice plus. As for putting this back on, you can just slide this on. Yeah, it's hard to do looking upside down. There you go. And put that back in. And there you go. Put it back in, and no problems there. Pretty easy. As for the just overall look, I got the full black version. The Mark IV series does come with a, you can buy it with a green, an OD green lower receiver or frame. I was about to buy that one, but it was out of stock, and it's a whole deal, so I just kind of went with the full black version. Plus, this leaves me up to, if I want to later on, I can get a nice grip for it. You know, pretty cool looking grip, and the OD won't throw it off. But, like I said, Mark IV comes with either a full black gun, or you can get with an OD lower receiver or frame. The NS, or not the NS2, the Mark II is the only other one that comes in with a different color, and it is either full black or you can get it like a desert tan. So that looks pretty nice too. As for trademarks, some people think it's a con. I mean, it's up to you. But trademarks, some people say either real trademarks or no trademarks at all. I personally like these trademarks, even though they're fake. It says Mark IV, 4 being in Roman numerals, and it says what, professional training pistol. So I think it looks really nice, and it has the individual serial number right here. All KWA guns have an individual serial number, and it says made in Taiwan. So looks pretty nice. On the other side, it says KWA, and then it says Cal 6mm. So I think it looks really nice. I'm very pleased with the looks of the gun. I think the trademarks look very nice. It has this orange tip on it. It is part of the barrel, so you cannot remove it. I mean, it's just painted on there. You could always paint over it if you wanted. So, very nice. Let me put the hammer back. I mean, that's really all I have to say about this gun. It's a very nice gun. Oh, as for magazines, they are full metal. Does have the extended butt plate on it. So if it does drop on a hard surface, the plastic butt plate will take most of the blow and not your metal magazine. So they do come with a nice laser engraved or etched made in Taiwan right there and there. So that is nice. It looks very nice. On the bottom is where you fill the gas in on that. See if I can focus. it in. Oh well, no big deal. Basically in that right there, the middle hole is where you fill the gas. So heavy construction, I mean, this is probably half a pound for this mag. Obviously on the back is sort of the button where the gas gets dispelled right there. There's the sort of valve where it shoots out. These mags are single stack, which is a plus for if you're loading it. It's a lot quicker to load. You don't have to stagger the BBs or anything, but it only holds 14 rounds in the magazine, plus 1 in the chamber. So it could be a con, being that mag capacity is so low. That's why I bought an extra mag. That's all I really have to say about this gun. I know this video probably ran a little long, but definitely a nice buy. Definitely worth the money. If you need a nice gas blowback sidearm, this is definitely the one to get, or any of the Mark series for that matter. Nice texture on the slide, nice matte black finish, or desert tan, or whatever color you get these guns in. Definitely a nice finish. And overall, KWA did an amazing job with these guns. So, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Links are in the description for where to get this gun on AirsoftGI and Evike. I'll throw that in there too. As well as the link to where to get an extra magazine. I got it for, I think, $40 for an extra magazine. And that's also where I got this gun. So, I will see you guys later. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And look forward to the chrono and shooting test. See ya.